Keep going.
Remember that name, Good Pizza, with 3 Z's, baby, 3 Z's.
So what's good, baby? Good be on 187, man.
How you doing, kid?
You know
Thank you for pulling up.
Yeah,
thank you
bro.
for pulling
Yeah,
up
it's good, man. It's
and
good
giving me
to
the
hear, man.
opportunity to even be on it.
This is fucking memory lane for me, bro. This is the Heights is part of my story, bro. You know what I'm saying? My early days of selling weed, and you know what I'm saying? Taking real criminal penitentiary chances for some weed, bro.
Yeah, because back in the day, you was doing
Coming
24 hours to 48 hours and bookings for a joint.
Fuck, bro.
And you was crossing over to Jersey, right?
Crossing over to Jersey.
Yeah, way different state.
Before, I did this before 9/11 and post 9/11. Post 9/11, a lot of people don't know about
easier.
Bridge Watch. You know what I'm saying? You come across the bridge, you leave within an hour or two. They go, whoop, you we get back to Jersey. Yo, what y'all was doing over there? What y'all was doing over there?
Who y'all went to see?
So you had to get slick and take the, you know what I mean, take the west side or the whatever downtown and take the tunnel.
And
you know what I'm saying?
So you have to reroute yourself.
You reroute. Yeah, you can't come in the way, you can't go out the way
You see, and like that's certain things that we didn't really know because we wasn't really going out over there. If everybody was coming into the city, we didn't have to go into Jersey really. Yeah. All we really knew, like if you was going to Jersey, you better have whatever you had tucked hella good.
Yeah. For sure.
Anybody, they profile heavy over there, like especially us, we the wrong skin tone, so they pulling us over right away.
Yeah, bro, facts.
Right away. And shit, I'm tied up to my fingers, so they pulling me over
right
away. So it's something we avoided in Jersey, like you try to take as bare minimum, just what you was smoking.
You guys never would come to Jersey, maybe like Elizabeth or some shit, go fucking.
We don't got clean beaches, bro.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Y'all
so for us, we gotta shoot up and shit. You feel me? Like,
I used to see y'all down at the shore.
And the crowd was different. We were trying to like not run away from our crowd, but
switch it up.
Mingle with some different people. So we go up there, see what the fuck was going on, like what was different. Cause again, you was definitely not trying to go to Orchard Beach or like Jones, like them bitches.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie,
definitely dirty.
I can't swim in the New York beach, bro.
Nah.
I love New York.
Nah.
It's just, bro, when I can see buildings from the ocean, I'm like, this shit ain't right.
Bro, that shit is scary, like.
I didn't even like going to Sandy Hook, bro, because I can see Manhattan from there, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it makes no sense. Like, you still feel like.
Yeah, bro, it's
like,
so good, man.
It's kind of the reason why I travel. I kind of like to get culture shocked. So it's like, you look up and you still see the projects and everything. It's like, you ain't even leave the hood. Like, I'm still in the hood.
Yeah.
Nah, for like you jump in the fire hydrant and you have more fun.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, man, it's dope to be out here, man, finally. Coincidentally, my first time out here was shooting a podcast. They put my slaps on the sign. I'm about to tag the shit out of that car, man. I'm feeling right at home, man.
You're actually gonna be the first person to slap the car that's not from the block.
That's beautiful.
Like we started with the stickers.
Seriously.
Yeah, we started with the stickers on the pole, and I try to make it a thing that when it's like people that I show support to and support me back is like come to the pole and slap it up yourself. But we might just start slapping up the car the way you do the poster that you be having. Everybody slap kind of like the same thing, same concept type shit.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate you slapping the pole too, man.
Oh yeah, man. I've been waiting on that.
Obviously, you was already up there before, but
it's been part of my journey out here, man.
Getting it done by the man himself feels different.
Yeah. No, it's cool, man. It's cool to see like what you've been doing out here and like, you know, just your level of QC and your knowledge of quality cannabis and like I see like when you come to Cali, like not a lot of people do what you do. Like you taking your laps, bro. You in NorCal with it, you in SoCal with it. You tapped in with all the brands. Like I tell people like, yo, this dude smoke better than a lot of people in California, bro. And this guy's from New York. Like his head stash is stupid. His rosin stash is disrespectful. He slams some of the best rosin in the world into fucking
I got a lot of heat for that, bro.
Yeah, he does.
I didn't know the rosin community was that like.
Yeah, they're like, what are you doing? Yeah.
You're not enjoying the hash. You're wasting it,
hash, bro. You know what I'm saying? What are you gonna do? I respect it, man.
Roll the hash hole. Don't take a dab and see the difference. You know, we come from an era where we saw a lot of people use glass differently than we did.
Yeah,
coming from the East Coast, you know, so it's the stigma.
It was a little weird at first, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
We had to get over that.
The torches in the glass was a little weird for me at first, bro.
PTSD through the roof.
And I fucking tried it in the metal banger days. Like this is what y'all doing.
We started dabbing in.
It's fucking terrible.
When it was BHO, shit was dark as hell. Like
come on, bro.
They're like weed boogers.
I thought this is what it is. Like you have to do it at 900 or like you're a fucking.
Oh, that's it.
That's
like
what we do.
Oh, you was
Bro, what we doing?
They make fun of you if you came in like
man.
at a cool 10.
Shout out to whoever figured out what the fuck a low temp job was.
Cause dabbing hot dog water ain't it. You burning the terps.
Yeah, man. Jesus.
That shit was horrible. But you seen the new arguments that they talk about BHO and rosin?
BHO rosin? What you mean?
They saying that like BHO is better than rosin.
No, I don't think so. And
You're not on Twitter yet, are you?
I am.
You are?
Lightweight though.
Lightweight. Nah, you gotta get.
Tap more into
I think
it.
Twitter is really gonna be the.
So yo, here's what I will say. You tell me if I'm wrong. I think BHO dabs get me higher than rosin. From what I remember, I haven't ripped a fat fucking
in a
glob
long
in a
time.
long time.
That's what I'm saying. So I can't
do
even.
remember, like,
I don't even
last time
want
I
to
did.
dabble in the conversation because I don't really have any.
Hey man, for shits and giggles, if you come across some fucking nice BHO, just take a real rip. Let me know what you think. I think it gets you higher. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you, but maybe that's for the next episode. We'll rip some BHO.
We might have to.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
we might have to.
You got elements, bro?
Come on, King.
Cause I fucking the one thing I did forget. Good. All right, bet. So yeah, man. Let's dive into it, bro. Like, let's take it back as far as you want, man. What was life as a shorty growing up here? I know you born and raised here, man. Like,
I was born here, actually not raised here.
oh well, tell me the story then. Fuck. Let me get out your way.
Born here to young ass parents. My mama was like 15, 16. My dad was about the same age.
Okay.
My dad's from Dykeman, my mom as well.
Okay.
But they were both, first generation immigrants.
And what's your descent? Dominican?
My mama Italian, my dad Dominican, so I'm half-half.
Okay. Siciliano, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my grandfather had left Italy to Dominican Republic.
Okay. That's ill.
So we lived in DR and had both back and forth jumps like to New York
Oh, okay. Got
and
you,
Dominican
got you.
Republic. So my mom actually went to the Air Force.
No shit.
So when she went to the Air Force, she sent me to the Dominican Republic with my grandma.
Okay.
So I did like a short spurt over there.
Fire. What ages were you when you were in DR?
I like to say from like 2 to 8.
Okay.
Came back over here. I believe it was 4th and 5th grade. And then I went back to Dominican Republic. I did 6th, 7th grade.
Okay, cool.
For like 2 years. My mom had got sick, like really bad. And again, she was a single mom of 2.
No doubt.
So for her not to struggle, she sent me to my grandma's house.
Okay.
And I did 2 years over there. I came back when I was like 13, and I've been here ever since.
Okay.
I've been to East Coast, because we came back and I was down south for a little bit, played football. So football showed me a lot of discipline.
Where you
in Georgia.
Georgia?
Yeah, we was in Dracula.
I didn't know you was in Georgia?
We was in Dracula for a little bit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love football. It's probably my first love before the Wii.
Okay.
Before the Wii was probably
nice?
football. Yeah, I played corner.
Okay.
I actually had a D1.
You're kind of short, bro.
Yeah, I'm 5'10".
But you probably move.
I hit hard.
Yeah, okay.
I hit hard.
Okay.
And I got good coverage on the ball.
That's what's up.
Like we was a little fast when we was younger. Now, all the injuries, we lost the step. But I actually had a D1 scholarship to play for the Ducks in Oregon.
No shit, man.
Long story short, my Spanish teacher in high school, she went to Oregon, she played basketball, and she used to go to our football games.
All right.
So she got the coach to come watch us down here. My big brother, man, his soul rest in peace, he was really a savage in football. So he coached me to like, don't smoke weed. Like he took me off the weed, cause I've been smoking since I was like 12.
Yes.
So he took me to stop smoking weed. And he took me out the streets, put me back more into the books, into the discipline of shit, dedication, and like seeing something through.
He was your father figure? Your big bro?
Type shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Type shit. You know, my dad, him and I don't really see eye to eye. So.
No doubt. It'd be like that sometimes.
Yeah. I learned a lot from my dad though. But again, they were just like,
not to do sometimes,
yeah,
you know?
you kind of like learn like what you don't want to be, especially when you have a kid.
Yeah, bro. Of course.
You know, like, and what you do want to be. So it drives you differently once you're older. Like, Dominicans say this phrase a lot in Spanish, like, oh, you don't understand me now, but when you have your own kid, you'll see. And then you have your own kid and you see a lot of the shit they was trying to teach you. You know, so
Yeah.
it's
That's
crazy.
a fact, bro.
Then we came
Good or
back
bad?
up north. Good and bad.
Good or bad?
Good and bad, like, and that's what you take out of it. So we came back up north. I stayed playing football up here with Big Bro. And Big Bro passed when I was 16.
Oh,
and that's
fuck,
kind of
man.
like where I hit a fork in my life. I went in a very dark route.
The streets got you?
Yeah. I didn't have like that figure to grab me and be like, this is what you're supposed to do when you're grieving and pain.
I've seen that movie before.
Yeah, I kind of, what's that word I'm looking for?
Part of the environment now.
I renegated towards like my parents, towards like school.
You rebelled.
I rebelled. I want to go legally. I want to go get a job. I got hit by a car shortly after.
Damn,
and
bro.
I lost my scholarship. I got hit by a Navigator a couple blocks away from here, actually.
Fuck,
I went on
dude.
3rd and...
A fucking
and
Navi?
Bennett. Fucking Navi, ate the red light.
Fuck.
I was on a dirt bike.
Oh, shit.
And because I was on a dirt bike, I couldn't sue. It was a street legal. So it was like you was illegal in the streets too.
Yo, that's crazy,
Damn near
bro.
lost my life, king, and I just had to take that L.
Damn, bro.
Crazy, so I lost my scholarship.
How old were you at this time?
When I got hit by the car, it was about a year or two after my big brother died. So I was probably 17, 18.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, so I couldn't play football anymore. Doctors wouldn't clear me. I fractured skull 6 inches behind my ear. Shifted discs on my back. Dislocated right knee. 3rd degree burn on my arms, leg. Like shit got bad for a little bit. And that's why I kind of was like, fuck school. Because I always had the plan that like I wanted to go to school and play football, but I still wanted to go to the Marines or to like the Air Force, because my mom had that influence on us.
Got you.
So it was like, do that, serve for the country, you know, and become a man type shit.
Yeah, no doubt. A lot of people with no guidance or plan do that, you know what I'm saying?
And it helps out a lot with the future. You know, once you leave, you don't really got to do a lot of years, but once you leave, it helps a lot with like getting a job, school, all that.
Of course.
And I had a son. So it was like, maybe I should do that. But once that happened, it was like, fuck that. Like I was already in the streets, but I was still like going to school. Like, you know, I was the kid that was going to school with the pack.
No doubt, that was me.
Like, you know, I was the kid going to school with I was a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
But I wasn't as serious.
Yeah, you know, you start fucking around.
I was still an honor roll student.
Okay.
You know, like I graduated high school with honors because, again, my big brother had that already set in my brain, like, I gotta be better than you.
No doubt.
So it's like motherfuckers would be like, oh, you a teacher's pet and this, that, and the third. Like, yeah, I'm smart, but I'll still whip your ass. Like, I'll still beat you in basketball one-on-one. You can't guard me in football, and I could definitely make sure you don't catch a pass.
You remember that shit? It wasn't cool to be smart, bro.
You got bullied for being smart. Like, that shit was crazy.
Like, now it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
They switched it up,
times have changed. Times have definitely changed for the younger cats. But, like, especially coming from New York, you really had to be like 50 Cent. Like, bulletproof do-rag, you feel me?
No doubt.
And Kanye West was my favorite rapper. I was wearing pink polos to school. That wasn't...
So how old were you during the D-Block Dipset era and the G-Unit era, like early 2000s?
I was in DR when 50 dropped Get Rich or Die Trying.
Oh shit, yeah. Yeah, because you was born in 92. That was like 2000.
Yeah, I'm 32.
You was young, bro. You was like 9, 10, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I started smoking once I came back because I went to a good school. Since I was smart, I went to like a private school.
Okay.
So I used to get home from school earlier than all the younger cats. The OGs on the block seen that, and I was like basically like the errand boy. Like if they wanted to sell a pack or send a pack somewhere close, they'll give me the book bag, I jump on my bike. Cause you know if I got caught up, I'm not going to jail at that age.
Yeah, it's good.
And just bring them the money and they hit me off with some shit.
That's it.
But everybody always smoked around me. My dad smoked, everybody always smoked, and I kind of like chased that smell. That haze smell, that shit smell fire.
Yeah, bro.
So one day I was in the park and I see motherfuckers smoking. I see the guts on the floor. I'm like, same shit my dad be having in the kitchen. Like, hey, bro, what's up? I want in. They're like, you got $5? You remember back in the 5-5 days?
Yeah, you got $5?
Sure got $5, huh? Hit my first blunt. The rest was history.
What year was this? You was 12?
Yeah, I had just came back from DR, so I was 05. The summer of 05.
Yeah, okay. That was a good summer. Remember that summer.
Great summer. So I'm making money too, you know, like OG on the block was hitting me off with shit. I remember I used to have to hide my money.
Haze was still popping in 05.
Haze, Sour.
Sour was now entered the chat.
Nickel bags. Yeah. And anything else that you would get was called Kush.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. If it was purple, they called it Granddaddy or Purple.
Yeah.
And anything else was just Kush. It didn't matter if it was pineapple-y, Like the terps didn't matter. It was just everything Kush.
That's
Niggas didn't have a name up until like, what was that movie? Pineapple Express came out.
Yeah, the names did start dropping.
And motherfuckers started searching for names. You know, and like I remember I had got locked up kind of like in the prime era of when foreign weed hit New York. I got locked up 2014. It was still.
Yeah, that's when the pack started moving out
Yeah,
here,
it was still Haze and sour out here.
Yeah.
Then I came home and motherfuckers talking gelatos, sunset sherbets, wedding pies, and cookies and all of this stuff.
Wedding
And I'm like, what
cakes
the
and
hell?
fucking- Yeah.
What's that? Sunday Driver. Like I remember
Driver, yeah.
Jungle Boys dropped the boxes with the gold tubes in them, had the terpenes descriptions in the front, on the back, all that.
Yeah.
I had never seen nothing like that.
Yeah,
you know, we
nobody
used to only
did.
get the 2020 clear bags.
Yeah, the 2020s with the apple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
Seen
we
some of
used to
those
see.
yesterday. Yeah, the apples, yeah.
So once we see shit with terpene volume on it and all this other shit, it's like,
Yeah, bro.
oh, they elevated the game. Cookies started with the putting images on the front of the Mylar, like when they did the London pound cake with the queen on the front and shit like that. To us, it's like, oh, they taking marketing to a different level.
Yeah, bro.
So it's now time for us to start getting creative. And that's when I seen the weed game kind of transfer more into what it is now. You know, like
That
I
was the
remember,
beginning.
it's cool that I seen you interview Kiss and Styles yesterday, right?
Hell yeah.
Growing up, you know, from
Legendary.
New York, idols. Every
For
time
real.
I see Kiss, every time I see Ghost, it's like, you know. But I remember they had like not an interview or nothing, but it was like a podcast they did where they was arguing Haze versus Sour.
We talked about that yesterday.
That
yeah.
shit was jokes to us, you know. So
Legend.
to us on the block, it was the same shit. Like some niggas only smoke sour all day.
Yep.
I was a Haze kid,
Yeah. I switched sides, I ain't gonna lie.
I was a
I
Haze
jumped
kid.
I jumped shit.
but
I
it was
sour.
cool if you got 3 cats, 2 blunts of Haze and a blunt of sour. Perfect sight for me.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro.
Perfect
And
sight.
like, yo, you know what? It turned, like when, in Jersey anyway, like, once sour came on into the chat, it was like a flex, bro, to have sour. Nah, son, you got Piff? Nah, son, I got Dower, son, what's good?
One
And it was
dime,
like-
the whole block knew you had it.
Bro, it was, I don't know, it was the first time in my experience, like you had a little flex, you had a little one-up on the guy that didn't have the sour, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like, bro, just Dutchess, vanilla Dutchess of sour for life. Bro.
And you know
That's
what's
all that
funny?
mattered.
We was Dutch niggas with the Haze. I actually like my sour on the Phillies, the little ones,
Oh, yeah?
the gold wrap ones.
Yeah, the
Yeah, I
original
felt like
joints,
the
yeah.
terps came through more on that leaf than in the Dutch.
Yeah, I mean, I've smoked sour in a Philly for sure, but only when there was no Dutchess around. But yeah, man.
I just felt like
'Cause it was gas. It was gas. It could cut through whatever you was smoking it in,
It
bro.
was so mouth coating.
Yeah, bro.
You could smoke a blunt of sour in the morning, and no matter what you ate, drank, you still get that
yeah,
sour like
yeah.
resonating in your mouth no homo.
Yeah.
You feel
I
me?
remember
So it's
even
like,
relights, bro. Like relighting blunts.
yeah, like clips, and it'll still be
Bro.
loud.
Yeah.
You was in the train with a dime of sour, everybody was looking at you
Everybody
crazy in
looking
the
at you.
morning.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you stink.
That's
You
a
going to
fact,
school
bro.
like that?
Yeah.
You pull up to school, teachers is looking at you crazy like,
Yeah.
you just got no respect for the school. Like, beans could smell you from down the hall. Because
That's
again,
a
I
fact.
always had a pack. So you always stunk in the hallway. That shit was crazy, bro.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
you can't find nothing.
There's nothing like it, bro. I'm sorry, man. I talked about this with Kiss and Styles yesterday, bro. It's like fucking sour's gone, bro. Sour's gone.
I got a crazy theory.
But I'm still like the little weed nerd in me is still keeping the faith. I tell everybody to their face it's done. But in the, like
Do you
on
think-
the low, I think.
Do you think it's the way it was grown?
I think it's genetic drift. This is my theory. I think it's genetic drift. I think these moms, whoever hold these genetics down, God bless. But I think these moms are old. We're dealing with genetic drift, or like the one we're used to died. It just died. It got lost in a raid or whatever the fuck happened. And like, look, I've had the AJ sour. I've had you. Where the fuck sour, bro?
I had 2 theories actually. One was
Hit me.
I think what we're looking for, little bro popping up. I think what we're looking for is a sour. I think it was like a chem or something that they would call
Right.
sour or OG or something.
Right.
And that's what we're looking for.
Could
or
be.
2,
I wouldn't disagree with that.
the way it was grown. Something in the dirt.
okay.
Something in the dirt part of something.
Okay, so I'll agree with you there, bro. And I think it's the lights, bro. I talked to a lot of growers. The lights they were using. were
I feel like
different,
it's
bro.
either like
those hood lights with the hoods on them,
that sour we was
Bro.
getting was so dirty.
and the nutrients. They were spending more money on fucking nutrients because you could sell a fucking pound for 5K, 6K.
6 bands.
No question.
I wasn't taking less than 500 for an ounce of sour. And if you wasn't from the
yeah.
hood, I heard you was from like Jersey or something, 600.
Yeah, bro.
Once I heard you wasn't from the area,
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
upping it up.
And
Cause
it
we
was
always
like
felt
that.
like we had the best sour.
And it was like that. Y'all did. Y'all
You
did.
know,
Y'all had
like-
sour on lock and Piff on lock.
You know, like Kiss put us on songs and shit. Like from my area, like I'm originally from Dykeman.
Yeah.
So like you always heard it like Haze off Sherman.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
like shit off Post. You know, so it was like we always felt like y'all coming here for a reason. We know what y'all finna do. We want 600 for a zip. And it's funny that a lot of people tell me that with weed nowadays, it's too expensive. Because back in the day,
Bro, they don't know about it. Bro, it's been expensive, bro.
I don't know if you remember, the block work was the prime real
The
estate.
block was the best, bro. You're not getting that in a pound.
You couldn't get
You're not
that in a
getting
zip.
pound.
You couldn't get that in the pound.
Never, bro.
The block work was specifically for the block.
Yeah, yeah. You might as well, you want to smoke good, get them dimes, bro.
0.5 for a dime.
That's it, bro.
So if you do the math, 7 dimes is a 3.5.
Yeah.
Because you was
70
getting
bucks.
0.5s. You was
could
paying
get the-
70
you could
for
get the
eighth.
11 for 10, you know what I'm saying?
If you
But
was
that's
lucky.
it. That's it. If you was lucky. Yeah, yeah. If you were
But we was
consistent on that
paying
block.
70 for an eighth at the
Yeah,
time.
yeah, that's a fact.
And nobody was
And look,
complaining.
Look now, it's the same shit.
And then everybody
78.
wants something new every time they smoke.
Yeah,
It was like,
bro.
bro, we either had Haze or sour.
it,
What y'all want something new every
I
time?
ain't gonna lie, life was a lot easier then. It was a lot easier, bro. And we was making more fucking money.
Way more.
Fuck.
Way more.
There
Everybody
and
was
there was
happy.
order. There was order, bro.
Yeah,
There wasn't no
yeah.
plug hopping. This was before the Instagram trapping era. You could hop in the DM and
You used to have to
scoop a
pay to
plug.
meet the
Bro,
plug.
thank you, bro.
If you
said-
wanted to meet my plug,
Bro.
you had to pay me for me to
Bro,
introduce you
yes.
to that man. I had a
and like
ticket
10,
for that.
5, 10 bands.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like you want to meet him, you know how much money you're going to make without me being in the
Yeah,
middle?
You cut yourself out, literally.
I'm going to cut myself out. You got to give me
Literally, bro.
10, 20 bands to meet him because in a month, you're going to make that back.
That's a fact, bro. That's a fact.
Bro, we was breaking down pounds, bro, and selling 4 to 5 pounds, dined up, dubbed out in a day.
Bro, it was
So
like
you
cracks,
not telling
bro. It was
me
like
you
cracks.
wasn't, yeah.
And everybody selling cracks and smack. This is what
Bro,
this
we
is
used
drug
to have
dealer weed,
crack
bro.
lines.
Yeah, bro.
For
And,
dimes
like,
a sour.
all that dirty money coming here for the weed, bro. Every motherfucker.
And now
bro.
people talk about I need some new genetics,
Bro,
man, they fucked the game up.
endless, bro. And I'm pretty fucking good at rotating my flavors and not renaming shit, bro. And man,
It's hard.
It's hard, bro.
It's hard. Shout out Don Murphys for allowing to do that. Like, they've learned a way to market it, just change the bag, keep the same strain. Like that Durazno's is going strong. Shout
But
out
it's still
Sushi
going
too. Sushi has
Yeah, Sushi,
just,
yeah.
they changed the Mylar, but it's still the same model. They add to it, they subtract
Yeah,
from
yeah,
it.
yeah.
But it's
And I ain't
nothing
gonna lie,
new.
Bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was smoking through these entries, these Billy entries last night, and fucking, I'm pretty sure I came across the Zushi, and that is so far the best thing smoking in that box.
It's so distinct.
It's crazy.
this
Even
thing.
even Ruben, who was smoking last night, my cameraman even called. He's like, "Yo, this shit fire, son."
And that's what I'm saying. When you find something that's as good as that, that's consistent, why not keep smoking that? You know what I'm saying?
Right. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
There's a couple strains that I can name out there that is like, if you find good ones,
Yeah, bro.
keep smoking it. Like
Sushi,
Skittles.
Skittles, Fugazi.
Like if you got good Skittles,
I'm off that Fugazi always, bro.
I kind of like that staycation you did.
Staycation's crazy.
That one really, like,
I was just telling you.
type of weed that you take on vacation.
Yeah, yo, bro, I was just telling your girl, bro, like, yo, listen, that might sound crazy, but yo, take this shit to an island, bro. It's different. I smoked it on an island. I was in Turks and Caicos smoking that shit, and I hit Dave. Dave grew it. I'm like, yo, bro, this shit hit different on the island, bro. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, bro. I'm
'cause there's like-
on vacation. I never want to leave, bro.
There's
This
weed
is like
that I
island weed,
consider
bro.
vacation weed.
Yes, bro.
You can't just smoke it on the block and you think you're gonna get the same experience. You smoke it on
bro.
vacation, it's like,
That's
oh yeah,
the
this
first
him.
time I ever experienced that, bro.
Yeah.
Literally recently, like a couple months ago, bro. Yeah,
It-
yeah.
It stays when you go home and you smoke it again, you're like,
Yeah, this is
it-
cool.
but it didn't do the same. Like,
Yeah, bro, yeah.
I gotta save a good batch for next time I'm going on vacation.
It's like,
like,
yeah, it's like when you go on vacation, you have a nice little fruity drink with a fucking umbrella in it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not ordering that at home, but I'm out here. I'm having a fucking pina colada, man. I'm drinking with the
Definitely.
ladies out here. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
It's
Like,
alright.
so there's certain
It'll be
things
alright.
that, like, I mean,
Yeah,
I
man.
always smoke these, but shout out Sturt, cause it's like,
Yeah, shout out Sturt, man.
I always try to take
Hold
them on
it down.
vacation. I always, like, these are really like my special occasion.
No, I know.
You know, I smoke them a lot with my dead brothers.
I see that. Yep.
You know,
I see
it's really like a tradition that I started.
that. Yeah.
I won't really pass them to you unless you're my friend.
Of course.
Unless you're my real homie.
Yeah.
I offered earlier, you told me you ain't trying to die on the podcast and you got a lot of entries to go through.
Yeah, I no longer, I don't really smoke hashholes or dabs on the podcast no more, bro. I've learned my lesson.
Yeah, I won't take a dab.
Nah,
I'm not good at those. Those whoop my ass.
So I was telling you, I was like, yo, we can't both get lost. If you get lost, I gotta bring you back.
But
you know what I'm saying?
I could smoke these.
No, I just take what I do seriously, you know what I'm saying? I can get high whenever, you know what I'm saying?
But he's definitely like, not trying to be biased or anything, but my favorite.
No,
So,
he is dope, man.
I try to have always one in my pocket.
And I just watched this little tutorial the other day. It's like, yo, this is basically how I roll them. I'm like, bro, that's it? That's fucking it? I thought, yo, bro, the way he rolls them, I thought he had a press, bro.
Nah.
He's like, nah, I ain't got no press. He ain't got no press. We talked about that before, but like, yo, that's...
I went to a dinner.
I don't know how he gets them so tight, bro.
I went to a dinner last year. I think it was right before 420. It was Greasy Couture.
And Rosa?
Rose Garden. Grimm's Grown. Shout out Grimm's. I think he got the best cookies in the game.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. He got I if you could, Scotty Gushers from him was fire.
If you can ever get a hold of his weed, don't ever skip by if you're ever lucky enough.
So try those cooks. Those cooks are, because every time I smell cooks, it's like the sour shit. I'm like, oh, that's cool. It's kind of cardboard though. A lot of the cooks I get, it smells like cooks, looks like cooks, but it's more cardboard.
His Dosey, his cooks, if you get a hold of it, he got it. So Grimm's was there. I'm not trying to forget anybody. A couple of my homies was there, and Sturts was there, and I had the honor to sit next to Sturts. Bruh probably like rolled about 5 of these shits in like 15 minutes.
Oh, you was with him live?
Live next to him.
Whoa.
He rolled like 5 of them.
Damn.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I had a tough time that day, like staying awake. Because you got Sturts next to you, rolling hash holes, like if they're regular joints. Then you got Greasy in front of you, rolling motherfucking fingers.
Yeah.
Because we were like pheno testing some shit that he was doing. It was like his new drop and we were all smoking.
For sure.
Bruh. And
it's
then everything he rolls, you got Sturts like, hey, add some rosin into that.
Hey, slow snake in there, bro. Yeah.
I had a tough time, bro. We were Olympic chain smoking Sturt Doinks.
Bro.
That shit was crazy.
Yo, you can't come with baby lungs, bro, and some ciphers, bro.
Nah, definitely not. If you're going up north, I feel like anywhere up north, Sac.
Yeah. Bro,
Rosa,
real smokers, bro.
You better come with some V12s.
That's a fact.
They better.
That's a fact. Get ready.
Yeah.
Bring your lungs. Yeah.
Bring some coffee in your lungs. Yeah. You're gonna get in some shit.
That's a fact.
See?
That's a fact.
And it's like up north too. I feel, not trying to start the politics.
Nah.
The weed up there is just different.
It is different, and ones that know that they know, it's no disrespect. You know what I'm saying? There's look, LA's got a place in the market, and so does NorCal. You know what I'm saying?
I just feel like you don't got as many great growers
in proximity, bro. Look at Sacramento alone. I say it all the time, bro. Like the amount of hitters we got in Sac is fucking silly.
Modesto, the Bay.
Modesto's got some hitters.
The Bay,
yeah.
Sac.
Yeah. Rosa. Say no more, really. You
Chico.
Right there. Chico. Oh yeah, Chico. We can't forget the homies in Chico.
I could never.
Green Gold.
You got Green Gold.
Green Ridge.
Actually,
you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Green Gold.
Shout out, bro.
My Dylan's Pineapples.
Yep.
We about to try to lock something in where it's just like me and him.
And that's the homie too, man. He's a good dude.
You got Green Ridge up there, growing some fire.
Yeah.
You know that
I
feel like
great batches from both of them, man.
I feel like since they all the way up there, they don't get the recognition they should get.
No, they don't.
But they putting out fire.
Ones that know though. You know
fire. I just feel like some more should know.
No doubt. No doubt.
Because the homies up there are putting their blood, sweat, and tears into this. And I feel like the magnifying glass should be put a little more up there than people that aren't putting real work into it. You know, these motherfuckers are putting real genetics on the ground, real good selections. And not trying to say that the homies down in LA don't. Not trying to say they don't.
Who you fucking with in LA?
Kilco.
Okay.
Off top. Kilco is one of the ones. You know. I know I'm gonna get a lot of heat for this.
What you got, kid?
But shit, the homie be easy, man. Like me and him just move shit over.
Yeah.
And I've always said, like, even though me and him didn't see eye to eye and had different opinions, a lot of shit, QC has always been up, you know.
No
EK,
doubt.
his QC, I don't know if you've seen the zebras. His zebras is a zebra in.
Yeah.
You know, Doja EK is one that I feel like his QC is, you know.
Yeah, the boys know, man.
My partner that grows for LA
Right.
for Ball Family Farms. I don't know if you heard of him, some kid called Legendary Zach. Not for calling him a kid, but I call my partners that.
For ball
Yeah.
family? Okay. Yo, LA family's going crazy now too, bro.
Oh, LA family always been going crazy. They just
Bro. No, they have been, but yo.
Yeah, they always
bro,
been going crazy. Because I remember around COVID 2021, I had heard about them, I had heard about them going crazy.
Yo.
Nah, go ahead, King. Tornado Terps.
Tornado Terps.
Tornado Terps. He's not in LA, but he's a little more down there. Tornado Terps putting out pain.
Okay.
Pain.
Then you got Zushi, you got fucking
of course.
you got Pure and Proper.
Pure and Proper.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Por ahora no, gracias. They got want something to eat. We got burgers and shit.
Oh yeah, we outside. We on the block. We got burgers and hot
Just in
dogs going
case.
on
Yeah,
in the
you know,
background.
real block
you know what I'm saying?
activities, like.
It's nice. What's up, bro?
Like, thank you for pulling up and allowing to showcase. Like, I know it's legal in New York, and I know a lot of people went the smoke shop route or the storefront route.
Yeah.
Try to like be a little more, I guess, professional, presentable.
Yeah.
I try to keep more of a street feel to it, cause this is how.
This is street feel, my
Yeah,
friend.
this is how I remember.
We're in the streets, bro.
Like when you were shopping, this is how it was. You feel me?
Exactly how it was,
You
bro.
had to come up. The homies would show you what it was, and then you place your order.
Yeah.
They bring it down to you, probably in the car or somewhere, and bust the sale. You feel me?
Or take you in the building.
So, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Somewhere where
If you was getting more than a couple dimes, you know what I'm saying?
if you was buying units,
Get a bunch of E-pills or something, you know what I'm saying? Slide me to get them F1s.
I wasn't trying to slide that in there, but definitely ran through a couple
Jesus.
G-packs.
Jesus.
But I try to keep the same feel to it where it's like, we could network better. I feel like we could smoke one.
Yeah.
We could see the product. You can smell it. Don't finger fuck the weed, please.
Yeah,
Fellas,
please,
don't
please,
ever
please.
finger fuck the weed. But we could talk about it. If you don't like something, you don't have to buy bulk.
Yeah.
I feel, hey, wait. Pardon yourself. So I feel like the best way is to come here when we can network. Like people try to, I know, not waste the time in pulling up. But something that I tell people I take pride in humbly, I guarantee you're gonna leave happy.
Bro,
Because we got,
this is great, bro.
I mean, you see the
I
pole.
feel right at home.
You know, you see the
feel
pole,
right at
so
home.
it's like, I try to carry the best of the best from north to
Yeah,
south.
bro, that pole is crazy, bro.
You
Like
know,
the fact
so-
that I was on there before I arrived, man, and I've been on there, that meant a lot.
Nah, that's a
bro.
fact. You
Like,
know, you've been putting out consistent
because-
heat for a minute.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's what we look
Yeah.
for. Who got
Oh,
heat?
yeah.
Who got consistent batches that it's like when we pull up to QC it,
We ain't got nothing to worry about.
yeah, it's not a headache that it's
Yeah, I'm
like
trying
fuck.
to save you the trouble, man. If it's good pizza,
You know,
it's stamped.
because it's
We're good to
fucked
go.
up when you got a set order in your mind and you go QC it and it's not him and then it's like
Bro.
now you got to search for another.
Bro, you really can't miss, bro. If you're gonna play that game, you can't miss. You can't like pass those iffy batches. And bro, we've all done it. I've passed
We've
iffy
all
batches
done
and
it.
it fucked me every time, bro. And like, I take personal. Like, if you tell me bad feedback, bro, I take that personal. It kind of fucks my day up, man. And I knew better. I fucking knew better. Every time, like, God damn it, knew I shouldn't have passed that one.
It's worse. It
know what I'm
does
saying?
worse than positive.
Yeah, bro.
Like the money,
slows everybody down.
the money that you make off of it is not worth it
Right,
compared to the negativity that it brings.
right. Because they're gonna second guess the next time they reach for that fucking bag, bro.
So it's like, it sucks when you have to tell certain growers like, hey, I pass on this
Yeah,
because it's
yeah.
not up to par. I've lost a lot of,
probably the worst part of the job.
network like that.
Yeah.
I
No
wouldn't say
doubt.
friends.
No doubt.
But network like that because a lot of them take it to the heart.
No doubt. You gotta deal with in that arena, in that scenario, you gotta deal with growers that understand your vision and understand your brand and what's behind your brand. And when you can dial that in and like remove the egos and just like help each other and like
And what you're bringing. Because again, I don't got a
we bigging
storefront
you up, bro.
that I got tourists coming in and out every day, like
Yeah.
42nd Street, 59th Street, you know, that it's cool for them to, I don't got that.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I'm in the Heights at that, like, and there's a lot of competition. So it's like, I have to make sure that everything I put out is 10-10.
That's a fact, bro.
And I'm trying to be a one-stop shop.
Yeah,
From north to south, the menu's here.
yeah.
So it's like everything that's fire from north to south is all here. And that's why I say this, like you're gonna leave satisfied, which is easier for you to pull up and have this conversation with me instead of going back and forth through the screen where you don't see anything. You don't
Yeah.
get to put nose, eyes. You don't get to QC anything.
For sure.
So I, again, try to keep as street as possible.
And bro, you really, like I said, bro, you're really doing the work. You NorCal with a SoCal. I see you on the fucking.
Yeah, we try to run up and down.
If I see you and I text you and I'm like, the next story, I'm like, he's getting tacos and
gone.
fucking out. I'm like, fuck, I missed him. This guy moved fast,
I make
bro.
a post in Sac, and by the time you hit me, I'm in Chico.
It's over.
It's tough because, again,
Nah,
you
you
don't have that much
road running, bro.
time.
You on your mission,
yeah, you don't
bro.
have
You
that much
gotta-
time, and you try to chop it up with everybody
Nah,
as
it's
much as you
impossible.
can,
It's
but the time it has to be kept in the time frame. So it's tough, and a lot of the people don't understand how much goes into it. They just see, oh, they're out west having fun. They're QCing all the weed, they're eating
Yeah,
tacos.
but that's a job. It's a real job.
And then they're back in New York with all this stuff, and it's like they don't know the work that goes behind
Yeah,
this.
and the risk.
Bruh.
Come on, man. We've taken L's before. We've taken L's on
Bruh.
the same fucking
Bruh,
boat, bro.
part of the left, and yes, we have
Fuck,
taken
bro.
L's on the same
You know what I'm saying?
motherfucking
Like,
shit.
It sucks, but it's part of it,
But
bro.
we just call each other like,
Yeah,
damn,
we're there for each other, man.
You alright?
I'm good, bro.
You good?
We gonna make it back, baby.
We gonna make it back, man.
bro. We gonna make it back.
Every day above ground is a good day.
Yeah, that's it, bro. That's it. It could be worse.
Yeah, you need
It could be
anything,
worse.
holler,
Yeah,
kid.
that's it, bro. That's all you can
Even
do.
if you just want to talk.
Take your licks and you keep
Feel me?
moving.
So,
man. But
that
they're not
happens.
built for that. A lot of people are not built for that, bro.
Like, for instance,
So don't complain about the price, man.
fucking jars, right?
Don't complain about the price, bro.
They don't understand how hard it is to bring back, let's say, 10 units, 128 jars
With the
per
jars
unit.
alone, bro.
64 jars per unit. 10 units, that's 600 jars.
The logistics of that alone will make you want to quit your job.
The weight. And then you got to make sure that every jar make it back safe, because if
Yeah.
you break one jar, that's one jar that you can't
Yeah.
move.
Yeah.
Right? You got to make sure how to
Yeah.
bring the units back home safely. The money that you buying the units with, you got to make it over there safely with that.
Yep, that part.
While you're driving up and down there
Gotta make it there safe.
with the money, with whatever you have on you,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
packs and whatever else you got on
Yeah.
you,
Nothing can go wrong. Nothing can go wrong, literally.
you got to drive the speed limit,
Yeah,
seatbelts
bro.
on.
And you ride with a bunch of goons on top of that. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
definitely am. I don't try to take pride in that, but those are my friends.
Those are
These are
your
my
friends.
people. These are the people that allow my
Yeah.
ship to go and run. So yes,
No
I am
doubt.
riding around with a bunch of
Yeah,
illegal
bro.
motherfucking shit.
And you know, what are you gonna do?
And we gotta make sure we safe, because again, I'm not from there.
You know what I'm saying? So there's another element.
There's another element that
There's
is
another
like,
couple years happening in the car. You know
why
what
is
I'm
this
saying?
motherfucker that's not from here allowed to have access that we from here don't
yeah,
have?
yeah.
Why is he allowed to come over here and make all this money, establish all these friendships that we're not allowed?
Yeah.
That brings a different aspect of envy and hate. That even though you don't really try to pay mind to and avoid and you can't downplay it.
Yeah.
Because you can never underestimate the next man. So it's like, you gotta be on your P's and Q's. You gotta
a
make
fact.
sure you don't get robbed. Shit, the bipping game in SF is crazy. So you get bipped.
There's another element.
You get bipped. Another thing you gotta be on your P's and
Yeah.
Q's about.
If you're shopping at a facility, these boys are waiting for you when you leave. Like,
You know,
there's all types of
being
things.
Dominican from the Heights brings a bad correlation to it, because a lot of folks rob people out there. So
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
I gotta make sure that this cat ain't get robbed and feel some type of way. So he's like, oh, his cousins probably robbed me, so I'm gonna rob him.
Yeah.
You know, so you gotta make sure who you dealing with. A lot of motherfuckers think that it's just like New York. There's a nigga on the corner screaming, smoke, smoke, I got it.
Nah.
You get to Cali or you get out west, you're not just gonna spin a block and be like, oh yeah, y'all got packs.
No. It's,
So
it's a little more
it's
calculated than
difficult
that.
to establish that if you're not going to shows. Even though it's easier now because you're just one DM away from getting to the plug,
for sure.
it's still difficult when you're not plugged in.
Yeah.
A lot of
That's a
cats
fact.
think that all that shit is easy. So it's like, all that factors in when they try to lowball you on the ticket here. And it's like,
Yeah.
you go to Cali. Cause they like, oh, the grower said 4K for the unit. I got a band for the QP. Like, that's not
Bro,
how this works.
You just missed everything we just talked about, bro. You know what? How about this? Let's just do this. Buy your fucking plane ticket.
Just that.
Automatically, you over.
You know what gas
Your
goes for in
fucking
Cali?
Room, your room. You cook, bro. You cook.
You know how much I pay to drive from Oakland to LA
Bro, it's
just
a
in
lot.
gas?
Yeah, like 200 to 150. Yeah, bro.
And I'm in a big body because you know
Yeah,
we gotta transfer all this
$5
shit.
a gallon, bro.
So we in some.
Yeah, no doubt.
We're not in a
The big
fucking
shit.
Buick or
We're not
in a
full
Prius,
size,
nigga.
nah,
Yeah, we
son.
not. You see all these motherfuckers in Priuses. I can't fit in the Prius.
Nah. My orders are bigger than that, papa.
So we gotta drive around in a gas guzzler.
Yep.
You haven't even factored in food, munchies.
All that.
What you
But
spend
but
in
want
QCing.
But you want the QP for a band
band.
because you try to go around
Because
me to this guy.
I gotta pay for the quarter to QC it before I buy the unit.
Yeah.
I don't ever ask for nothing for free. I'm one like,
Yeah.
yo, let me buy a quarter. I'm gonna QC it. If it's him, I buy the unit.
Yeah, and that's respectable.
You give me the ticket. If you want to deduct the quarter, whatever, you give me the ticket because we're not gonna go back and forth. You give me the ticket.
Yeah.
If I think it's worth it, if I think it's for my people's,
Yeah.
here. You know, so, but you gotta buy the quarter to QC it. So you think that I'm not gonna factor all of that once I come here? It's mind-boggling.
Yeah.
You want the QP 4 flavors for a bin.
Oh yeah, and they want the they want the bust down mix and
because
match.
the grower
You know what I'm
through a
saying?
DM told you that they 4K in LA
In
now,
town.
or in town.
Yeah.
You don't say that. Because a lot of motherfuckers too think that California is just LA.
Oh no.
They land in LA, they text, how many haven't you got in those DMs? Yo, I'm in Cali, bro.
Pull up, bro. I'm out
Where
here.
you at?
Like, bro, you're not out here, bro. That's like you said, I'm in Virginia, bro. Come see me. I'm like, bro, I'm in fucking Jersey. I'm not coming to Virginia, my guy.
You know, so people hit
6
you up.
hours.
I'm in LA, what's the
They
menu?
don't fucking get it, bro.
Like, what you mean you're in LA, what's the menu? You gonna drive up north? Yeah, shoot me an address. They see 6 hours.
Ooh,
Damn, bro.
Damn, bro. And then after they spent half their money already, and it's like, it sucks, bro. Because I know what we could do for you and your brand in Sacramento. I know. But like the fact is, most people fly to LA and they get right there and spend their money, and then maybe they come up to me. They're like, yo, bro, can I zell you? I'm like, you in my fucking town trying to zell me, you bastard? Come on, what you gonna do me like that, bro? It's kind of disrespectful, bro.
No disrespect to anybody, I'm not trying to brag humbly. I can't sell my orders because one, the IRS gonna come looking.
Bro, come on, man. We're not supposed to be doing that.
There's not enough money that my Zelle could transfer.
You feel me? It's
So
just
it's
such
like,
a fucking
that's just gonna
mission,
get in the
bro.
way. That's gonna get in the way.
Yeah.
So that's what I tell folks, like shipping shit too, like whoever could ship things and not take a L, God bless your heart.
Yeah.
God has, keep praying to whoever you're praying to.
For sure.
Because
You're just playing the numbers with that shit, bro.
I've seen too many people put things in the mail and like, thank God,
numbers, bro.
I've lost like just jars and shit, like packaging. And it's like, damn, y'all robbed my packaging?
Bro,
So,
same, bro. I just
I've
got hit for
never
some
trusted,
packaging.
yeah.
Never showed up, bro. The squirt packaging.
Shit, I'm going through something
Never
right
showed
now.
up.
White Asher sent me 3 boxes of packaging. 2 made it, and 1 says the address, we couldn't find it. I'm in the post office, they're like, oh, we don't find the package. Damn, like, y'all booked me for jars, bro. Ain't no weed in there, bro. Just give me my jars,
We
bro.
got the red notice on the packaging, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm
So
saying?
I don't take that
red
risk.
letters.
Thank God I found other ways. But the mail has to some motherfuckers feeling comfortable because they're like, oh, in the comfort of my home, I could get shit shipped in for the same price that you're getting it to.
Okay.
Until they take a L.
Until they take a L, bro.
And then they want to come with their tail tugged.
Yo,
you
bro,
can't work with me
is
though?
there anything we could do?
Because I was keep getting them at that. Nah, but I took a L.
Okay.
Welcome to my world.
Oh, yeah, we take those, bro. Who? You know what I tell them? You know who the fuck I have to call? I don't have nobody to call, bro. How you calling me right now? I don't have no way to make this phone call.
Like,
I keep it fucking moving, bro.
Thank God I could call you and cry about it.
Yeah,
But that's all I could do is cry about it.
Right, bro. I can't help you. I can listen. I can tell you my pains.
And that's the help
my
we provide.
hardships.
Like,
And we keep
especially
going.
when we take one together.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
fuck. Like,
Yeah, man.
like, you want to go to dinner, bro? So we
Yeah,
can just
that's
like
fuck, bro.
look at each other and cry because I don't want nobody else to see
Pull your
this.
skirt down, man. Dog showing, bro.
Yeah, but other than that, thank God, like, you know, I've acquired some
That's dope.
brotherhood through this where it's not even about the money anymore. Some folks is like,
No, I see people fuck with you, man.
they really
People
thank
fuck
God,
with
bro.
you. Yeah. No
Like,
doubt.
there's some of them that I really consider brothers throughout the years. Like EK is one that
Yeah, hell yeah,
it's been
man.
more personal. Like,
No doubt.
That fool that met my mama, he knows my son.
Yeah, sure.
Like, you know, like,
Oh, yeah.
he had a daughter recently.
Yeah,
that's
shout
like,
out to him,
I
and
got the
God
picture,
bless.
shout out to
Got
him.
his daughter now,
You
it's
know, so
beautiful.
it's like certain folks like, bro, from Kilco that is like, again, like when something does happen, I could call like, hey, I'm going through something, Pop, just hit me out. You know, and it's way more than what I thought I was gonna get out of this, especially coming from where I come from, because one thing I've learned is you don't get as much love in your own city
Nah.
than you do when you go outside.
Near to Jesus, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A prophet's not recognized in his own village,
So
bro.
it's like-
you move out of your shit, you a king.
Crazy, bro.
People in Jersey probably still shit on my name. And I don't know nobody $1 out there. You know what I'm saying? Certain ones. But I go to SAC and people.
And it's just certain people. It's just certain people that feel like, why him, not me? I started where he started at.
Well, that's the scary part about success for some people, bro. Because you get to look at yourself in the mirror and know we start at the same starting line. And all you got is your excuses.
24
all
hours,
I got is my work ethic. And we all got the same 24
clock gonna
hours,
tick.
Yeah,
clock gonna tick.
I put my pants one leg at a time.
And then it's crazy because like, I don't like to share pain or share stories or anything like that, but it's like, I had it fucked up. Like, I had it tough.
Bro, when you told me like the losses you've taken, like not the monetary, like family losses, bro, like that's enough to make anybody fucking.
So it's like
you lost some really close people to you, man.
When you hear the excuses they put up, it's like, like I've like for instance, I lost my little brother May 12, 2022, and there's a lot of things that came behind it because I lost my little sister May 12, I think 97. I never met my little sister, but it's something that I had to go through because
no doubt
I have to see my mama go through that.
Yeah.
I gotta see my mama cry every May 12 and not go to work and just be a dark cloud, you know? So my little brother and my little sister died the same day, 25 years apart.
This shit's wild, bro.
And then 5 weeks later, I lose my daughter. So like June 28, 2022, I lose my daughter. And then...
Yeah, when you told me that, man, I was like, bro, are you okay, man?
February 14th, 2023, I get locked up in Mexico. So it's like, I could easily use any of that as an excuse.
That's a fact.
As why shit is fucked up. That's why I'm fucked up mentally. I could easily be drinking every day or doing drugs and be like, oh, but my brother died and my daughter died. And it's like, again, I don't like to share pain. I don't like to share stories because everybody feels like the shit they went through is the most fucked up thing ever.
Nah, bro, but it's good that you do, man, because somebody out there is listening to this has taken one of those L's and they're like, damn, bro, you could keep like, somebody going from that, bro.
Don't quit. Like, again, I've been locked up numerous times, spurts where I thought it was over.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna come home and never be the same person or think things aren't gonna get brighter. Especially when little bro died. And it's like, you keep going and things like this happen.
Yeah, man.
Where it's like, again, I don't really think I'm somebody big in the game. I don't really think, because there's big whales out there that they re-up is $1 million. I don't got $1 million. I'm not there.
Sure.
Hopefully one day, prayers to God and my saints, we get there, but I'm not there. So it's like, I see them folks doing crazy shit, and they don't end up on podcasts. They don't end up judging that proper doinks. They don't end up knowing the growers that I end up meeting. And it's like, I don't think I'm there money-wise. So like, why do y'all see me in this? Like, I don't see it. So it's humbling.
You might have a little bit of imposter syndrome, my friend.
I'm really heavy on
and that's okay.
Judging
I deal
myself.
with it too. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Because a lot of times when you come from nothing, you start at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel weird being in that new room. Like, damn, did I really? Did I?
You don't recognize it.
Somebody's gonna fucking sniff me out.
You feel, you feel like it's just normal,
bro. Yeah, man.
I feel like it's normal, like.
Yeah. No, I fuck with you, bro. I see what you're doing out here.
And that's what I'm saying.
Part of this culture. You really part of this New York culture.
It's humbling that I know you're not out here for so many days. That's one.
Yeah.
And it's like, I get interviewed right after Kiss and Ghost. It's like, hey,
yeah, bro.
Hey, like that's the list that that's the list I'm on with. Like,
hell yeah, bro.
Shit.
Yeah, man. It's like, yo, I vibe and bond with certain people, and I fuck with certain people, and like I like stories. I liked your story.
I like that shirt. Shit is hard.
The work you putting in, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I just love the idea of having a podcast on your stoop, bro, in the Heights, bro, like right on Audubon.
Yeah,
like,
it's something nuts, that bro. I'm trying to like dope. Maybe incorporate.
It's a full circle moment for me.
Not as frequent as you do, just with like special people that I do here. Probably try to do something here, like stoop kid shit.
Yeah, do it.
And try to shine light on certain people that I believe got good products that aren't forefront.
Just
as much as they should.
You
like,
want to start a podcast, do that shit, bro.
Yeah, and not even like a podcast. I'm not even trying to call it that. Just like certain little episodes that where we catch people that come to the city and got some time where they could sit with me and we could just do this.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Cause it's
People
not
be
like
into
an
that
interview
shit,
or nothing. Like we just chopping it up, we smoking,
Yeah.
we just on the stoop. Like
That's
again,
a
this is
fact.
as New York as it could get, and this is why like it's funny cause the name Bodega was given to me.
Oh yeah. Tell me about the origins of the name, bro. I'm glad you said that.
She's a great human. Great human. She spent cancer 3 times. She used to go by Starlight Jess on Instagram.
Okay.
She used to work like armored trucks.
Oh no
She used
shit.
to do deliveries armored trucks. So she was
Yeah.
like badass. You feel me?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Puerto Rican lady, like from Puerto Rico, like from
Okay,
the island. So
okay.
she's like badass.
For sure, she
like,
official.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel me? So there was somebody that had put me on to like the top shelf era. Cause again, I had just came home 2017.
Okay.
Bro, I was going out west and doing it. And I would help bro like at his table and shit. When like he would vend and shit. And one day she came and she told me like, hey, you got the flow like of a bodeguero. A bodeguero is like obviously the nigga behind the store, behind the cash
counter.
register at the deli, behind
Yeah.
the counter. And I go, why you say that, Jess? And she goes, cause like you always come to buy one thing from you and you always swindle me to like overspend. Like it never fails. Like I always overspend. Like you a bodeguero. Like that's how they do it at the deli. Like
No doubt.
they always hustle you. And she goes,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
do it in like a sweet way where you don't feel bad about spending money.
Yeah.
So she started calling me Bodega.
Okay.
Like, yo, Bodega.
That's fire.
Being from New York, being Spanish, being Hispanic, and like always standing on the corner is always what we stood in front of, was the Bodega.
No
Like,
doubt.
that's how we trapped. So it was like, I wanted to incorporate a real New York feel to the name, to the logo, to the company. Like, I wanted you to know, like, yeah, he from New York, and yeah, they Hispanic niggas from uptown. Like, they got their hustle from uptown.
No doubt.
So it was like, Baked Bodega. That shit go hard, got a ring to it. The double B's is a lot of way you could play with the logo. We started working on something that represented like the corner. There was a French Montana song that he says like, I'm the corner pothole, concrete. And that shit always stood with me because like that represents the street.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I try to put into my logo, the concrete, the corner, the bodega, and that's where everything came about. And it's funny because she introduced me to somebody that really helped me heavy in becoming Baked Bodega. And she introduced me to the first person that kind of like, I would say, believed in me without expecting anything back.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So like, shout out Queen of Buds.
That's what's up.
You know, she put me on.
From the outside looking in, on the, like before I met you, Baked Bodega, it for sure grabbed me as like, oh, that's New York as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's probably Spanish. I'm guessing Uptown Heights. And then like I do a little research and I finally met you. I'm like, oh shit, this shit all makes sense, bro. That's cool. That's a dope name, man.
Yeah, kind of. It was
perfect fit
it was
for a
fire
New York
that
hustler. You know what I'm saying? From this area, you know what I mean?
it's fire that it went with what I was trying to.
Yeah.
And that it was given. Like I got a story behind the name. It wasn't just like, oh, I
better.
chose
It's kinda
Bodega.
better. It's
Yeah.
kinda better when it's given
Like,
to
it got
you,
a
yeah.
meaning behind it.
You got a
And
good
especially
nickname.
from her.
Because not everybody gets a good nickname.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Some people,
Everybody
yeah,
gets a
some
good
people
nickname,
are.
bro.
Especially like out here, because like Italians used to name each other some crazy shit.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. You could have got a bad one, man.
Coffee cake face.
I joke all the time. I got a best friend named Crackhead. He's never smoked crack in his life. He's a fucking skinny bastard. He's fucking poor bastard. He's 42. He's still crackhead, bro.
Bruh.
You know what I'm saying?
One of my closest friends, like 20 years, I troll him because he got the curly hair with the beard.
Yeah.
One day, like making a joke. Damn, this might sound hard on camera, bruh. I don't even know if I could say this, but
Oh, shit.
like trolling him one time, I was telling him like, bro, you look like a rapist rabbi.
Oh. Sheesh. Goddamn.
That shit
Rapist
stuck,
rabbi,
bro.
That's stuck.
That shit stuck, bro.
Oh,
Like
my
niggas on the
God,
block
bro.
with us. Like my son, we was in the mall the
That's
other day
crazy,
with my
bro.
son, and my son said this shit out loud. I'm like, Tyler, you can't say that shit out loud, boy.
Chill,
Like, nah, not in
chill.
public, bro. Like,
Chill,
nah, king. Like, what did I start? Like,
That's
fuck.
crazy.
You feel me? And it was like, again, I feel like New York is the most ignorant state in the country.
Oh yeah, bro. New York's a country. New
We
York's its
we
New York City's
use
a fucking-
the most ignorant words
New York
to
City's a
represent
language.
affection. Like
Yeah,
once you my
it's a
boy
fact,
for real, you
it's a
locked
fact,
in. It's like that's my nigga.
Yeah.
And once you
for sure.
fucking with a shorty and you locked in, it's like that's my bitch.
Yeah. For sure.
As ignorant
Say
as you
some
could
wild
get.
Shit. Yeah, no doubt.
But it's how we represent love.
Yeah.
Like we fucked up in the head like that. New Yorkers is like
Yeah, I can
aggressive
say,
as hell.
I can say all due respect, but go fuck yourself, and we're
Yeah.
still cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like me leave, you
just
give me
gotta
the
know how to
pound and I
deliver
say
it.
some funny shit,
You
you be
gotta know how to
like,
deliver
but they
it,
go
bro.
fuck yourself. It's,
This fucking guy.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I'm
got
saying?
it.
Yeah. It's a beautiful
fucking
thing.
wise guy.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing.
No,
But like,
yeah.
if you like, that's
Outside
why,
of New York is tough
That's why
though.
you in another state, you bump in NY, New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Like
Off top, you know.
You automatically
Off top,
talking
you
that
know.
shit, bro.
Off top.
Off top.
Like, it's crazy being out of state and be like, yo, my nigga. And everybody look like, did he just say that? Oh my God. And you're like, y'all don't say nigga?
No
Fuck.
doubt.
But I'm from New York, my fault.
Yeah,
Like, you
no
feel
doubt,
me?
no doubt.
It's crazy.
So what's on the horizon for Baked Bodega, man? What's the next 5 years look like, man? What's the future looking like, bro?
Shit.
What we
I'm
doing?
not
What we
gonna lie, I
doing?
got a couple
You still
projects
young.
I'm
You still
working
got,
on.
You still got the time on your side, man. What's up?
I got a couple projects I'm working on.
Okay.
I met a crazy grower that I'm trying to see if I could start my own project with him.
Okay.
See if I could like
Fire.
shake the streets with him.
Okay.
You know, got a couple collabs coming with a couple people that I know gonna shake it up a little bit.
Okay. I like the sound of that.
And just trying to like keep bringing fire to the people, like just being consistent.
And we staying here with it? We here to stay?
This is always gonna be home. This is always gonna be
This
the
it?
staple. It's always gonna be the staple.
Love it, bro.
Like
Love it.
I might go out west.
Like get another spot.
And
Get another
try to start
spot,
something
yeah.
out there and build something out there
You good, bro.
and niggas is showing out.
Oh, shit.
Niggas is showing out because y'all here. So I might go out west for a little bit and just to start something out there, but
Oh, you could, bro.
this is always gonna be home. There's always gonna be
That's
home
cool.
base.
I like it.
Like
We need somebody to stay home.
Mexico is always gonna be something that
You
I'm
like
trying to
Mexico,
build.
bro. I
I
noticed
love
that.
Mexico. Like
You love
like is
Mexico.
an understatement.
You're not
I love
Mexican at all,
Mexico.
are you?
Nah,
Okay.
nah, just
Ruben thought you were. He's like, nah, son. He be slapping that shit, bro.
From the heart. In the heart, I'm Mexican, but from blood, nah. Thing was when I came back from the Dominican Republic,
So
I didn't
that
know
corazon.
English. I didn't know English. So the only other folks that didn't know English was the paisas. So same jokes they had for the paisas, they had for me. Like they call me a wetback and all that, like a taco and all that. I got cold all that. So like, cause I ain't know English, beloved, so it was tough. So I chilled with them. Cause like it's who I related to, who I correlated to, who I got along with. So I started chilling with the paisas and like I fell in love with the culture, the food, the music,
Yeah, so-
everything. Like how they represent their dad. It's kind of fucked up, but again, being from the street, I lost a lot of folks early.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends, they make it to 25.
Yeah, same.
A lot went to jail, and hopefully they get to come home. Hopefully we spank a couple of pills, and a lot died.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah, bro.
seeing how they represent their dad, it was like, I kind of want to do the same for my dad. So I gravitated a lot towards Mexico. And when my little brother died, I tried to run away as far as I could, and drunk, like I became a drunk. My little brother died, I drank a
Sometimes you
lot.
gotta lose yourself in a bottle to get through
Yeah.
some shit. It's not the greatest way, but
Yeah.
sometimes you gotta kill that
But
pain for a little
I
while.
did like 4 or 5 months running from the pain, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
And
bro,
then
that's a major L, bro.
Thanks to EK, thanks to
Brought you back?
DEO,
Nice.
Wedo brought me back. Like
Nice, bro.
I've had a strong attachment to Deep East since I started being Baked Bodega.
I noticed that.
Since I started, like
I didn't know the connection though.
Yeah, they gave me a big shot. Like I was one of the first ones grabbing like Zopes and RS11s when
Fire.
they were what was on the
In the
man,
heyday, yeah,
King.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it was a bidding war out here for them bitches.
Yeah.
And like Wedo would let me grab like it was like me and EK out bidding each other for them bitches at
No
one
shit.
point. Yeah, you know
Yeah.
that's how I met EK.
Okay.
You know that's how me and EK became who we
Okay,
became. You
okay.
know.
That's what's up, man.
So that's why I love the Bay Area, because it was like a lot of the folks that I met that was just deeper than money were from up there.
Yeah,
A lot of
yeah.
the folks that I became brothers with when I lost my brothers was from up there. You know, shout out Valley B, 365 Farms, you know, Mr. Gelati,
Yeah.
Pixie
yeah.
Sticks. Like these are folks that I
Oh,
can
yeah.
mention that is like I could call on a bad day, like, if something happens out west, like, hey, bro, let me sleep on your couch right quick. And they be like, hey, no problem. You know, they're family at this point. Like, I know their kids, they know my kid, you know?
That's cool.
Like, there's a lot that I would be here all day if I'm mentioning folks, but
no,
between Güero and EK, when I was in Mexico, they saved my life. They brought me back. Like, calling me, FaceTiming me, like, making sure I was all right, calling my family, helping out the block, making sure shit was still running even though I wasn't here.
That's what's up,
So
man.
that restored a lot of my faith, a lot of the hope that I had lost by going through what I went through.
Sometimes that's all you need is somebody else to show that they give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's dope.
But like definitely EK, Gelati, 365, Pixie, were folks that like helped me get through that tough time, you know, that like I needed it. Because again, like, only person I really had was my mom, and my mom was
and I can tell, bro, anybody that watches your shit, you could tell how close you guys were, bro. Like,
oh, that was like my first child. You know, I was 8 years older than him, so like I raised him with my mama. So it was more than just my brother, you know.
R.I.P. the bro, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for that. You know, look, 12 cars by, it ain't nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing.
You know,
we outside, baby. Just hanging out.
Some of the people be like, yo, how about police? Like, bro, they ain't tripping. As long as we not throwing garbage crazy, which we don't. You see, we clean up.
This block is clean as fuck.
Yeah, we clean up. You know, we try to broom and throw the water and all that. As long as you don't got the music crazy at a late night hour where the neighbors can't sleep, you ain't bothering nobody. Police ain't tripping.
Yeah, that's cool.
You ain't got no weapons out here.
That's cool.
You know, you ain't selling no pills.
Yeah, no.
You ain't fucking up the youth. Cause like I do a lot of things for the youth too.
Good, man.
Where they participated when I was on parole on my put the guns down, pick the gloves up.
Fire.
So I did something with the precinct, 34th precinct. You know, I try to like promote that with the kids, man. Like stop shooting shit up, man.
That's dope, bro.
These kids is quick to shoot out here. You know, when we was younger, we used to fight a lot.
Yeah, it's different.
These kids is kidding each other.
Whopped up, leaned up with switches, bro. Making real penitentiary decisions while they high as fuck.
Them fake pills is fucking their brains up.
And yeah, bro, and the fat's fucking them up too, bro. Well, look, it was way safer to do drugs when we were kids. I tell my kids, bro, I say, listen, I'm not even trying to be like a dad right now. I'm trying to be like, you know, I know dad's supposed to tell the kids not to do drugs. I'm telling you, it's not safe. It's not safe. All the stories you hear me tell you, shit was safer to do drugs.
We come from an era where OGs used to tell us this. So it's not even trying to be a parent. You just trying to, like, guide them. You know, but these little niggas don't listen. They want to listen to us.
Fuck no.
They do not want to listen. We listen.
I got lucky, real shit. I got lucky with my daughter. Her first boyfriend was a dope fiend. She seen him fiend the fuck out. Scared. It goddamn almost could have got her, but she scared her straight. My middle son,
thank God.
He seen me smoke weed growing up. He don't want nothing to do with none of that shit. Cool.
Yeah.
Now I got the crazy ass Gianni I got to worry about in fucking 10 years. You know what I'm saying? We chilling right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
my son,
I got lucky, bro. I got lucky, real shit. I got good kids, man.
Nah, thank God my son, he loves to box. So he's like, nah, I know what smoking does and takes away. So he doesn't want to smoke.
Yeah, bro.
Do drugs.
You don't fucking need to.
Yeah, so he's in the gym heavy. He always says it like that. Like, if I get older and things don't go right for me, I'll smoke a blunt with you. But for right now, like...
You got your whole life to do that, Pop.
Yeah,
you know, whole fucking life,
we got big dreams of him being somebody in the ring.
Yeah, man.
You know, hopefully,
you know. Shit, bro. So. I feel like if you started young, okay, good for you. You started young. We started young.
Yeah, like I had no hope.
Nobody was watching me. My parents split up. I was the youngest kid on the block. I got into shit way too early. I know this. I know this. You know what I'm saying? And here we here now.
And it's something that like I used to always tell my mom like, or like, you know, because as kids we didn't see it. Like, I know you hate me for this or something. And my mom would always tell me like, I don't hate you for it. I'm disappointed that those are the decisions and the route you decided to go, because I always felt like you were so smart you could have been the president. And now that I got a child, it's like, you better not hit the streets. You better not hit the streets. Boy, you better be so much better than me.
Yeah, bro, we're just talking about this off the camera, bro. Like how you raising your son and like what you put up with, what you don't put up with, bro. That's how you gotta do it, bro.
As a father, I feel like your job is to make sure that he's better than you.
Look, I tell my kids, where I peak, you begin. And my daughter held on to that shit.
If they're not better than you, you failed as a dad.
Bro. What do you mean?
And you allowed them to fail.
You're supposed to give them all the game. So if I give you all the game, anything you learn is on top. You know what I'm saying? Where I peak, you begin.
Like my son was like, hypothetically, Dad, what if I wanted to sell packs? Do it legally. He was like, oh, so I could do it legally? Get a license. You want to grow? Get a license to grow. As long as you can provide paperwork,
Do whatever the fuck you want.
I ain't tripping.
Yeah.
Shit.
Got
If you
that
do
way,
it
man.
legally and you grow some fire, I'll even sell the shit out of your packs.
Feel me?
I'm not gonna tell you not to do something because again, that'd be like hypocritical because I did it. But I'm gonna guide you in doing it the right way.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
You're not gonna take the same risk I took.
Exactly.
If you're driving with packs, you got permission to drive with them packs.
Yeah.
You know, go about it the right way.
Straight up.
And it's my job that it's like, if that's the route you want to go, build something for him where he could already jump into it.
Exactly.
You know, like build a bridge for him to just go into it. So I see like, if that's the route he wants to go, so now I'm working on how do I go legal.
Yeah.
So it's something that he inspired into me, like
Bro, you
finding out
should,
the legal
man,
process
because
out
look,
here, licensing, processing, all that.
See that? So that can help you bridge that for your son. I'm on the same shit with my kids.
Yeah.
Like, look, my daughter know, look, bro, get through college, get out in your career. Look, if that shit don't work, come work for me.
And
But
even
don't
if,
just come work for me.
and that's what I told them,
This
like,
shit waiting for you.
even if you don't want to, like, you feel me? Let's just hypothetically say this shit is making 40 bands a year. It's something that's generating 40 bands a year for you. I never had that.
Yeah, bro, that's not bad. That's not bad
You
on
know,
the books for a
I
kid.
never had that. Even 20 bands a year. I never had that. My father, I didn't have an allowance. And they didn't give me no bread. Like, that's why I hustled.
Yeah.
You know, my
That's a
parents
fact.
didn't, hey, here's $10, go buy a sandwich. It was none of that.
Yeah.
You know, so my mom did what she could.
There's no extras.
Again, my dad was busy somewhere else. So my mom's single mom of 2. It was what she could do.
It's mine too, bro.
You know, it was what
Mine
she
too.
could do, and I always respect her for it. And I always
Same
tell
here,
her,
man.
you didn't teach this, but I saw it as a way out. And this is the route I decided to take. You never wanted this for me. I know that.
Yeah.
But this is who I wanted to be.
Yeah.
And I had fun being bodega. It's cool.
I
Like,
ain't gonna lie, I used to get money with my moms.
nah, my mom, she's the
But
total opposite.
that's what who she is, though. You know what I'm saying?
My mom really heavy on that. It's dirty money. And keep
Nah.
Yeah, my
No,
mom's that.
we don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it don't matter
Shit,
what it
shit.
is.
No
It don't
doubt.
matter. Yeah,
No
my
doubt.
mom.
It's all good, man. It's all good.
Mom,
People-
don't hate me for this because she might watch this episode. My mom be capping, talking about she's allergic to
Shout
smoke.
to moms, man. Shout to moms, man.
I'll be
Shout
talking about,
to
you
baked
know I'm
moms,
allergic to smoke, so I can't even smoke. Like, she lets me smoke now, but I can't smoke around her.
man. No doubt. It's all
Yeah.
good, bro. It's
Like-
all about respect.
Like,
man.
if we in the cemetery,
Respect
now
is love, love
she'll
is
let me
respect.
smoke. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't that right, Ruben?
Yeah,
You
and
know.
it's crazy because Mama Love done went up north to see me in Greens, shackled up.
Come on,
And
bro.
I still feel some type of way
She's
about
legend.
lighting the
She's
blunt
legend
next to
for
her,
that.
bro. Like, next to my grandma, I'll never light a blunt. Nah. I'll take a shot,
I never
but I
smoked
won't
with
light
my
a
grandma.
blunt next to my grandma. Nah,
Son. When they was here, I never
Call me
smoked, bro.
pussy, call me whatever you want, but
Yeah.
them sandals, them shits turn corners,
Them
nigga.
tripods are
Yeah, them
fucking
shits turn corners, pop.
boomerangs, boy.
Them shits turn
Yeah,
corners,
yeah.
pop. I'm scared of them bitches.
Yeah.
I'm scared of them hoes. Like, so grandma love is different type of love,
That's
different
dope, bro.
respect,
That's
you
dope.
know? So,
Big love.
but even next to mom, like, now again, like I said, after little bro passed, I kind of started smoking in front of her just because the pain was too. But I still try to keep it to a low.
No doubt.
Yeah, I still try to
all
not
good,
smell
bro.
when I show up to the crib and all that.
It's all good, bro.
You know, but she supports it now though. She understands the movement. She sees what I do, like the Dylan's pineapples. She sees all the love that I got.
Bro,
like,
you do the D block shit.
D
bro.
block
That's
day, she
fucking
goes to them
amazing.
now, like,
I seen the stories, like her hugging your friends
Like,
and like
yeah,
what that
yeah.
gotta mean for your mother, bro. Like,
Yeah.
it's beautiful, man.
because it's also the same thing. Like the first D block day, we released the balloons for my little brother.
It's dope, bro.
So everybody showed up for that. So it's like, I remember the first D block day, she cried. Cause again, like I come from a big family kind of, and I got X'd out.
Yeah.
She got X'd out from young, cause she had a baby at 16, so they X'd her out.
Yeah.
But then imagine, her baby is the family drug dealer. So you know, like everything negative they could say about me, they
Of
said.
course.
So
course.
she looks at me and she was like, would a drug dealer give away 500 to 600 plates of food? Like, look who you got pulling up to your barbecue. Like, people pulling up with their kids.
Exactly.
Cause I got my son
Bro,
there.
she
Like,
look
I'm being
mad
as transparent
peace, bro.
as
She
I
look mad
can.
Peace. She look mad peace and happy.
So she
and
saw what it means to me and the love, like
Yeah.
folks flying in from LA,
She's seen the
from
cannabis community,
Miami.
bro. That's the cannabis
Yeah.
community, like how it's supposed to be.
She didn't know
Like,
what it was, King.
Yeah, bro.
She
yeah.
thought the
It's a
cannabis
beautiful
community,
thing. Drug dealers and fucking black corner boys, wild
Yeah.
corner boys. Nah, bro. It's
Big
big,
L
it's big.
era.
Yeah, bro.
You feel me? Niggas on the corner shooting each other over 2-3 dime bags over their sneakers. That's what my mama remember, because that's when she was in the streets.
Well, yo, it was
and
like
she got
that.
so far
like
away from it
it's like that
she still holds that stigma.
Of course.
You know, like when she sees me, she's like she still does the mijo.
Yeah,
You know, like
God
I pray
bless
for
her.
you every night, and
God
you
bless
know,
her.
like
That's
come
dope.
on, man, the
That's dope.
streets is soft now. It ain't what it was. And she's like, no, the streets is always the devil. You know,
No
and I
doubt,
respect
no
it
doubt.
because that's what she saw.
Of course.
Growing up in New York in the 90s,
She's
is
got nothing
different.
else to compare it to, bro.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
And this is all she knows, you know. My mom came when she was younger and she grew up here. This is all she knows. Like,
Well, shout out to Balls, man. Well, we're
definitely.
Gonna,
The GOAT. The GOAT.
The GOAT, man.
My
We're
mama
gonna play.
definitely did
We're
that.
gonna play a little game real quick, bro.
Yes, sir.
So you remember the top 3, right?
Yes, sir.
So we changed it up a little bit. It's now called Fuck One, Marry One, Kill One.
Fuck.
So we're talking about weed, not women.
Yes.
Okay. So fuck one's the best smoking experience on whatever strain that was. It was the unicorn. She almost got away. It was the best. What strain was that? The marry one is kind of like the desert island. It's the everyday, so I can smoke this forever. You know what I'm saying? She might not be the best, but goddamn it, she's always there for me. And then the kill one is obviously something you don't like. We can just get that out of the lineup forever. Kill every mom.
You could kill anything, purple punch, anything tropical, anything tropical,
Bro,
whatever that
usually
shit
comes up.
is.
Chop cooks.
Delete all that tropical fruits. What was the other one? Forbidden fruit. Delete all that type of term. You can delete that off
See you
top.
later.
I don't even have to think about that. The other two, it's kind of tough. Cause the first one you said is like the unicorn
That's
something.
the unicorn, bro.
It's something that I'm like emotionally attached to because it brings me back to being the kid in Dominican Republic.
Okay.
My grandma used to make this orange juice with like oatmeal in it.
Right.
And it's what an immaculate batch of Lemon Up reminds me of.
Okay.
So Lemon Up
So
to
Lemon
me
Up,
is like
alright.
right here. You know, like take that shit to the grave with me, you know?
Alright.
Like bury me with some Lemon Up.
Say that. So
You know?
so you're marrying Lemon Up.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take that.
Who's the unicorn? Who's the fuck one?
Damn, fuck.
Who you
it's just
smashing?
like,
Who's the
not
best?
trying to
The
disrespect.
best.
It's like, but we men, like we smash sometimes multiple. Can I smash a multiple?
Nah, son. The one,
Can
kid.
I?
The one, not the two. The one, bro. The
That's
one.
tough. Can it be like the one at the moment?
Yeah, whatever, bro.
The
Whatever.
one at the moment?
The one at the moment. If it's the one,
'Cause-
it's the one, bro. It don't matter when it was. It doesn't have to be old school, bro.
Cause I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Cause like I have like, you know, we've been smoking for so long that we have a genetic. But like the one at the moment is funny. Bro just pulled up right now. He was bro, I was telling you about it. He was from LA. He the one that grew for Kilco.
Okay.
He actually grew this one right here.
Say what?
But he got a peach one that he dropped on me yesterday that I think might
this?
be the favorite one
This
that he
shit's
got.
cool. Is this limes?
It's a Z-Lime. Yeah.
Z-lime?
I don't know what's the genetics in it. I could probably
What's lime?
shout him
That's
out about
lime,
it.
son.
But he
Poppin'
just,
slime.
yeah, he just dropped a fresh lineup of it.
I like the
The
nose.
peaches that he dropped on me, I love fruit terps.
Okay.
Like fruit terps is like my appeal.
You fucking with the peach tree?
Yeah.
Oh, me too.
Yeah,
Me
so that's
too.
why I was
Heavy.
kind of like, I like the peach tree
Me too.
when I smoked it, but he dropped that. It's like, damn, I gotta kind of look at my phone to remember the name. But it's
That's
like,
how you show me that. Show me
what's the
that.
name on it, bro? Shumizu peach?
Shimizu peach.
Bruh.
Shimizu peach.
Yeah,
I wanna see that. I wanna see
I'm
that.
gonna have to get you a jar so you
fuck
can put your,
Yeah, hell yeah.
like that.
That's what's up. So that's the fuck. That's the
you
you
feel me?
smashing?
Yeah, because I know if I mention
Cool,
like
cool,
my little brother's strain, everybody's gonna be like, oh, of course he's gonna say his
that's
own
cool,
strain, you
bro.
feel me?
That's
Like,
cool.
so I can't. But, you know, he's a great grower down in LA. If you're in LA and you can get that, like Kilco, definitely grab that, because it's a great fucking, like, clean smoke, fire smoke. I recommend it.
Yo, what do you think is the biggest misconception people have about you?
And that's tough, because it's like, coming from here, I got a lot of hate. And I can see why, though. I can see why, like, now that I've matured and I've got older and I got so long doing this,
Yeah.
I can see why. But probably the biggest one is that I'm uneducated. Just because I carry myself the way that I carry myself, I speak the way that I speak, or I dress the way that I dress. And again, we on the stoop, and I'm not folding on that. Like, we barely do events. Like, everybody thinks, oh, he's so like street, he might be like ignorant and uneducated. And it's like, bruh, like, I love it though. Cause it's like, one thing I learned in jail is that a smart man could play dumb, but a dumb man could never play smart.
That's a fact.
You know, that's probably the most important one I learned in jail. So it's like, think that I'm dumb all you want. You know, like, but I think that's the most confusion with me, that it's like, I'm uneducated, and it's like, my palate, I feel like, is attached to me being so educated, because you have to be educated like in food, coffee, things that are like cigars, things that you can like really like be a connoisseur in.
Yeah.
Cause that's something I get crucified for. I don't think connoisseurship exists in weed. And a lot of people says I'm crazy for that.
I mean, there's a small circle.
The thing is that I feel like there's too many variables that go into smoking weed to be a connoisseur. So much changes in your experience and my experience.
Yeah, well,
to be a connoisseur,
there's a lot to
that
go into it.
for you and I to get the same experience, it has to be the same batch, cropped at the same time, same grind, by the same person, same roller. Like, you know how much money is gonna have to go into that, bro? Yeah. Like, it has to be a different grinder for every strain.
Well, bro, that's why, not to cut you, but like that's why Proper's format, it works.
Yes.
Because they're removing all the variables.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
And they go side by side, and but that's what I'm saying. Like, for you to consider yourself a connoisseur, like in something that's changing constantly, it's kind of tough.
No,
how could you be like an expert flavor taster when it's like everything changes? Like, the DNA in marijuana changes constantly. Like, again, weed cannot compare to like wine, because it's not new grapes every fucking day.
Exactly.
There's only so much knowledge you can get off of grapes. Tobacco, it's not like a new strain of tobacco coming out every day.
Yeah.
There's only so much tobacco knowledge you could get. But weed, there's new genetics coming out every day. There's new things coming out every day. The formulas in growing, now you got synganic, organic, veganic, soil, salts, cocoa. You feel me? That is like, so many variables go into it. What paper you rolled it with, what grinder you rolled it with, what filter
you roll with gloves or without gloves? Did you use your hand oil on there? Like, so many.
Did you wash your hands before you did? Like, a lot of people don't understand how much go into it. Like, if you took a shower and you put lotion on after you took a shower, after you roll a joint,
it's different.
It's gonna taste different if you did it. If you put cologne on, it's gonna taste different if you did it. Again, I feel like so much goes into it that it's impossible for somebody to be a weed connoisseur. So it's like, crucify me if you want, but that's my take.
No. That
Too much goes into it, bro.
No, those are good. Yeah, I dig it.
Like, I think we'll need like the proper doink guys in there, you, like, and other guys that have like real heavy QC, the Bees, Ryan.
That'll be a fun episode, bro.
Like, you're gonna need some heavy hitters in the room, all rolled by the same roller, different grinder for a different strain, same filter for everything, like same paper. And that way, we really get to QC something.
You should come to our next QC sesh, bro. We're ripping through all these flavors with Higher Vibrations, Duca Herb, and Doja, and it's like, we need more smokers, bro.
Let me know I'm there.
There's so
especially
much work,
like me and Ryan,
and we're missing. I know we're missing shit, bro. We're fucking. There's too much.
But you let me know. I love that.
I will. No, dead ass will. We need
that,
more,
and connecting the dots is my favorite part of being Bodega. Like, the networking,
that's what we do, bro.
The meeting with people, the speaking to people, playing chess kind of in life is my favorite.
It's a beautiful thing.
You know?
Yeah, it's good
and
pizza.
The QCing.
Yeah, the QCing is fun.
That's definitely the fun part. Yeah. The traveling as well.
To an extent, bro, but when you have 50 to smoke through, it's not fun. That's why you need more friends.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That you can trust.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Because...
And you need a couple rollers too. Because rolling them shits take you forever, bro.
I remember that back in the day, we used to love rolling, and like, we used to fight to roll. We used to fight to roll, like, bro. I bought the Dutch, bro. Are you not rolling? I don't give a fuck that you lighting up. It's my Dutch.
Bro, now we're like, yo.
Bro, you want to roll?
I pay you, bro.
Bruh, nobody want to roll no more.
No. It's a trip.
This shit is crazy.
Yeah, life's funny.
But we literally fought some 1Ds behind rolling. Like, I remember telling people, I'll give you the $1 for your Dutch, bro. I'm still rolling. I don't give a fuck that you paid for it. Here's the $1. Like...
I remember.
Bro, he was petty as fuck, bro. That shit is crazy.
Speaking of rolling Dutches, if you could smoke with two people, you can smoke whatever you want, really. One that's dead, one that's still alive. Who would they be?
Besides my brothers?
No, bro. If that's the answer, I figured that was your
that
answer,
was always
bro.
gonna.
With Dylan, for sure.
That's always gonna be my answer, like my brothers.
And then alive, who would it be?
I'm gonna get a lot of heat behind this one, cause he became a nut. But Kanye West.
Nah, that's cool.
Like he was my favorite rapper growing up, and the thing was that he dropped certain songs when I was going through certain things in my life that correlated. Like when he dropped Roses, I was losing. My auntie had just died to cancer, so it's like you know, like when he dropped Can't Tell Me Nothing, I had really hit the streets. So it was like, man, like can't.
Oh, trust me, I remember that summer.
So I got along 2 years, and he's a Gemini, I'm a Gemini.
Oh, is he?
So, yeah.
That's what's up. Me
so
too,
it's like, I guess that's another reason why me and him, I understood him so much and I got along with what he was saying at the time.
Don't apologize for that, bro.
Now, I took a lot of heat, you know, wearing pink polos and fitted jeans in a time when you had 50 thinking everybody was fucking a thug and wearing bulletproof vests on and shit. Niggas had no beef with nobody but their mama and they had a bulletproof vest on.
Right, right. Bro, I remember
that shit was killing me, bro.
Clearly, bro.
That shit was killing me.
Motherfuckers started wearing them weird ass fucking tank tops, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Hey, wait, por eso. Cuidado con el humo por la cámara, no. So it's like, my mom was heavily influenced in my fashion. So I wasn't really allowed to wear like baggy clothes and nothing like that. You know, my mom like kind of like showed me how to dress and dressed me. And the thing was, in school, I would hear the girls talk about it. Like, oh, I like the way Bodega dress better. Like, yeah, it look better. Like, so I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna let my mama dress me. Like, why not take advice from a lady?
Yeah,
you know. So like, my mama used to always tell me like, your sneakers clean, your feet clean, your teeth clean. So I would always get like manicures. Or niggas used to tell me, oh, you mad gay for getting your manicures done. Nah. And it's now like they all get manicures. Like, yeah, beloved, we've been getting the nails done since we was 14 years old.
That's
when y'all was like stigmatized.
Yeah, that was stigmatized.
You know, it was taboo.
Yeah.
You know, so like shit like that, like being different. So Kanye would definitely be one that I would like to. But old Kanye.
Yeah, no doubt.
Kanye,
no doubt.
not this version of Ye. He's too traumatized and fucked up.
Before we dip up out of here, man, and rap, man, there's one final question for you, my bro. If you could go back to the young you, the day before you hopped off the stoop and got in the game, what would you tell you?
Just because the person smile in your face, don't mean they gonna stab you in your back.
I like that.
Because growing up, my big brother was the type of person, like my big brother could have seen you just finish killing 3 Big Macs, 2 orders of fries, and he pulled up with some food, and he offered you food. If you didn't eat with my big brother, he'd dead tell you, so don't talk to me for the rest of the day. And he mean it. So like my big brother was the type that was like, if one eat, we all eat. It's why I do the barbecue. On his birthday is why I give a pack away. So it's like everybody smoke with him, everybody eat with him.
That's tight. That's tight.
So growing up, I try to like be friend like everybody, show the same type of love to everybody, you feel me? And like lead with love and respect, even though the human in front of me didn't deserve it. And it's kind of hard because I instilled it in my heart. So it's kind of hard to stray away from that. It's kind of hard to not be who you are. So maybe that, so I won't be as friendly and I won't believe every sucker that told me he was my friend and ended up betraying me, like doing business. And a lot of folks I put on the map and they'll tell you all the different types of stories, but they know the truth. And they came out here and forgot that like I helped them get out here.
No doubt.
They'll tell you like, oh, I would have got out here anyways.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like, I believe that they was my friend.
Good.
Tranquilo. So it's like, I believe they was my friend and they played out to not be. So that's probably a valuable lesson I should have learned way earlier than later.
That's good, man. Well, yo, before we dip, man, is there anything you want to shout out, anything you want to plug, bro? Do so at this point. Where we at right here, bro? You did down?
No más, Simón.
Nah, son, he jumped down on me, bro. I was almost saying
shit. Shit,
nah, you good. We here now.
Yeah, bro, got me like on the...
It's all good.
I ain't even noticed.
What? Yeah, come on.
Yeah, that's a fact.
What's his camera? What's his camera? His camera's so talk your shit right there.
Shit,
whatever you want to plug, bro.
I like to shout out all the growers that fuck with me, really. Like, without them, none of this would be possible, because obviously, it's no secret I don't grow. That's why I don't like to consider myself a brand. I just like to say that I QC shit. So shout out to all the homies up north, like Green Ridge, Green Gold up in Chico, Freddie Biggs from SF Canada up in Sac, White Ashes and Tostados up in Sac, yourself. Obviously, thank you for giving me the opportunity to be on this and putting up to the block and doing this. Feel me? Pixie and them, Deep East. Grow Low Key, that is like my brother through thick and thin. He put me on to a lot of game, gave me a lot of opportunity. When the heavy folks was really killing the game, when the first Olympics, he gave me a lot of access to that when nobody really had access to that. 365 Camera Farms, Valley B, you know, he put a lot of game. Mr. Gelati, Kilco, my brother, he's actually here. Doja EK, shit, the Loud Alien in LA, he's helped me out through a lot. And it's funny, like, we met through the Wii game and he's helped me out more in my personal life than economically. You know, like a couple people like that I've met, like Wolf Rollers, best roller in New York, no cap about it. She is the best roller in New York. If you have a chance to get yourself a Wolf Roll, get yourself a Wolf Roll. And really just shout out to everybody that's helped me get to where I'm at. You know, all the clients that pull up and spend time, everybody that comes up here and shops and buys your product and buys mine and supports and
big love,
you know, smoke our stuff. Them, without them, none of this would be possible. I'd just be another nigga with weed stuck on the bum ass block.
By the way, the block is jumping right now. There's hella people right here, bro. Like, this shit is live and well, man.
Nah, again, I wanted you to see
live
like,
and well. It's beautiful.
Like this is,
that's some good fucking
you know how
pizza.
it is on the
yeah.
You
in
know
the Heights, baby.
Yeah, that shit don't change.
My G, thank you
for coming. Thank you for slapping the pool. And
you already know, bro.
I need you to hit the car before you
we're
leave.
gonna hit the car one time, bro.
I need you to see a couple things that I kind
Absolutely.
of want you to see. That maybe we get you to QC and
All right,
shit.
all right, bet.
Together.
Hell
and
yeah.
Thank you for the opportunity. Thanks for having
bro.
me.
Absolutely.
I know it won't be the last one.
Nah.
We got a couple things to do
run
together.
it back. We're gonna run it back. So you already know,
Yeah.
man. Good Pizza, Baked Bodega, live Washington Heights, man. You already know. See y'all next time, man. Peace, love, good pizza. We up out of here.